So thinking back to when you first started noticing hair loss and said, hey, I got issues here, maybe just talk a little bit about your thoughts, fears, concerns. What was your first reaction to that?
I think it had started to thin a little bit prior to my wedding. And I, of course, you just kind of have that hope that maybe it'll stop there. It's maybe just thinning out a little bit. It wasn't, just a couple of years, I think, after my wedding when it was really, really starting to thin out and recede and all that.
Jackie, so tell me a little bit about when you first came into Christoffels.
I was a little nervous because I had hair loss due to radiation from a brain cancer diagnosis and treatment. It was, I don't know what the options are for me because I don't know if the hair will ever grow back. It was a pretty significant area. And a friend she had alopecia and she had been working with you guys, so I talked to her and she said that you guys might have options for me. So it's kind of what brought me in originally.
Why do you guys think people hesitate?
I think it's because they just don't know if there are any options for them.
There's always been a stigma, and I'm sure you guys know this, about wearing hair. It's different now than it used to be. And Christoffels is so good at what they do, you just got to come in and talk to people and find out what it's all about.
Coming to meet with you guys, I felt like I really didn't have anything to lose.
Sure.
I didn't know, like I said, I'd seen things on TV, but I didn't really know if I wanted to invest in that. I didn't know how credible it was.
I just felt like I was too young to be experiencing that kind of hair loss. And so I said, you know what? I mean, it's at a certain point, like, okay, I gotta figure something else out.
Yeah.
I was the girl before the cancer diagnosis who changed up her hair all the time. So for me to not be able to have hair the way I used to and be able to have choices on what I wanted to do was a big deal for me. So if that was an option for me, I was kind of willing at that point to go over all of those things because I just wanted to get back to being myself again.
My wife and I were talking about the options right before I came in, and I said, maybe I just shave my head.
It's acceptable.
Right, that's what a lot of guys end up doing when they get to that point, you just shave it off. And I remember to this day, she started crying. But I think then when I realized what my options were with Christoffels, I think it was a huge relief for both of us.
How about for you, Jackie? What was reaction of family and friends?
I remember after my first consultation, kind of just talked to my parents about it, and then once I had my first service, I remember we took pictures and I posted them on Facebook. I was really excited that I had a fix,
I remember that. Yeah.
and people could kind of see that, I'm starting to heal a little bit and become part of myself again, and I don't hide. I'm not really ashamed that I have a hairpiece or that I need a hairpiece because I went through something very significant. So people are like, I would have never known. It looks so amazing. And I'm like, they don't even dye it because they can just perfectly match to my hair.
It's one of those things in our lives that it makes such a huge difference on who we are, and
How you feel about yourself,
how you see yourself. I'm able to walk out of Christoffels feeling confident in who I am.
What was your biggest relief when you found your options?
For me, it was how simple it was. I could just come in and there was options for availability too, that I didn't have to necessarily miss work.
Do you feel like it was private enough?
Yeah, I felt like it was private enough. It's just that relationship that you have with those people now, so you look forward to seeing them just like you would any other hairstylist.
And don't you feel like it's the same?
Yes.
As it would be if you were going into a salon. I mean, it's still,
it doesn't
you still
feel
have
relationship with somebody.
Yeah, you still have that feel.
It doesn't feel any different than what I would normally do. And so when I have colleagues or friends who have concerns, I have absolutely no problem referring them to you guys because I know that you'll have at least some answers for them, if not options.
I'm very happy. I've been happy since day one. I've been very, very happy, and I can't. I at this point I can't imagine not coming in.